Under President Trump, the Environmental Protection Agency has revoked its own landmark scientific finding that has long been the basis for U.S. action to fight climate change. The 2009 endangerment finding was a government declaration determining that carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases threaten public health and welfare. It serves so far as a legal basis for nearly all climate regulations in regards to motor vehicles, power plants, and other major sources of pollution. President Trump says the move is the largest deregulation in American history, and his administration says it will save the public roughly $1.3 trillion. CBS News national environmental correspondent David Schechter joins me now. David, President Trump today calling this finding, quote, one of the greatest scams in history. So what does the science say about that?
Well, the science is very clear that underpins the endangerment finding. It's based on the EPA's own science. It's based on international global science that is, confirms that climate change is a scientific fact and that it is making our planet warmer. It's causing more droughts, more fires, more floods, intensifying those things. And so it's certainly based on really sound science. And then secondarily, it's also based on law. This case has gone to the United States Supreme Court, which found that the EPA is within its rights to use the endangerment finding, to use its own powers to regulate the emissions that come from our cars and our factories and our power plants that are driving climate change. So it has science behind it, and it also has the law behind it.
So, David, what does this mean, long term and short term?
Short term, I think you're going to immediately see lawsuits. That could be very, very soon from environmental groups that are going to contest this, that this move is improper. I think it's highly likely that you'll see this go to the Supreme Court. There's also a moment where the environmental kind of community is rising up here. But I think the administration will probably just move forward, as they have many times when they've sort of changed the rules, by saying it doesn't fit anymore. So I think they'll start making some changes. But I also think long term, will car companies start making cars that are less environmentally sound? After they've made all these investments because the government told them that they needed to do that? And are they aware that there could be another administration in the future that might have a different opinion? So I think that although he's saying $1.3 trillion in savings, that could be far off into the future if that happened, because there's so much that has to happen right now that will slow this all down.
Right. David Schechter, is so fascinating to speak with you about this. We'll have to leave it there, but thank you.
Thank you.